Welcome back to Stoic Mentalism. Imagine this. I've lived more years than I'd care to admit, and one of the most surprising truths I've discovered is that while the days seem to fly by, the important lessons take their time to arrive. Time is a slow but relentless teacher. It reveals its wisdom only when you've lived long enough to see how many of life's truths come to you too late. There are so many things I wish I had known earlier, but now I'm here to share what I've learned, hoping you won't have to wait for time to teach you the hard way. By now, you've probably heard the saying, if you're older and still having sex, it drains your vitality. When we're young, we believe our bodies are invincible, don't we? Sleepless nights, indulgent eating habits, laziness, we convince ourselves that we can handle it all. We think that as long as we feel strong and youthful, nothing can touch us. But deep down, the truth is that our bodies are changing slowly but surely, even if we don't notice it at first. What feels like harmless habits begin to leave their marks, ones we won't see until much later. You might think this is just what happens with aging, right? But ask yourself, are we aging naturally, or are we speeding up the process without even realizing it? Look at your daily routine, small details like that extra coffee, sleepless nights, or lack of exercise. These tiny choices silently accumulate over time, and their effects go far beyond the surface. Did you know that even something as subtle as your body's internal vitality, like the production of seminal fluid, can be affected by these choices? It's your body's way of telling you something's not right, but it's so subtle that you don't notice until the damage is done. What you eat, how much you move, and how you rest all have an impact, not just on your energy, but on your deeper internal well-being. I didn't realize any of this until time forced me to learn. And the truth is, these changes don't happen suddenly. They're gradual, invisible, and that's what makes them so dangerous. The body whispers, giving us subtle signs, but we're often too caught up in life to hear them. And when we finally do, it's often too late. The body speaks quietly, asking for help in ways we often ignore. Like me, you might overlook that morning fatigue or lack of energy, thinking it's just part of getting older. But it's your body signaling for help. And the sooner you understand that, the better. Aging is an art, and like any art, it requires practice, patience, and wisdom. For a long time, I thought aging well was a matter of luck or good genetics. How foolish that was. Now I know it's a daily choice, a decision to honor the body we have, to care for it, and to nourish it. Youth tricks us into believing that our bodies will work the same way forever, but they don't. The body is like a garden. If you neglect it, it withers, no matter how well it once bloomed. And often, we only realize how much we've neglected our bodies when they begin to fail. So I ask you, are you paying attention to the signals your body is giving you right now? Aging well is not about avoiding the inevitable. It's about making the right choices every day to ensure that when time catches up to you, you'll still have the vitality and strength to live fully. Don't wait until it's too late to listen. Let me take you back to when I thought my vitality and energy would last forever, that my inner strength was a constant that wouldn't waver. But gradually things started shifting. Small signs at first, a persistent tiredness, an energy that just wouldn't return. And then I noticed something more intimate and subtle. Changes in my libido, my sexual energy, even the amount of seminal fluid my body produced. Something I had never given a second thought to. That's when it hit me. The body doesn't just run on autopilot. It needs care, and it communicates its needs in ways we often ignore. Aging wisely isn't just about resigning to the changes that time brings. It's about learning to work with those changes. It's about nurturing your body in ways that sustain your vitality. So, I ask you today, what are you doing to ensure that your body remains strong, healthy, and vibrant for tomorrow? Many of us think we're doing enough. I used to believe that too. I ate what I wanted, slept whenever I could, and moved as little as possible, thinking that would suffice. But the truth is, the body needs much more: nutrition, movement, and quality rest. And don't think this only affects your outward appearance, your skin, your hair, your weight. What we're discussing here runs much deeper. What you eat, how much water you drink, and how often you move affects your body at its core. It influences hormone production, impacts your energy, and touches even the subtlest aspects of your vitality. The body is a complex system where everything is interconnected, so if you want to age gracefully, you need to start paying attention to what you do today. Don't wait for the signs to become so loud that the damage is irreversible. Caring for your body is a quiet, often invisible process, but one that rewards you immensely over time. If I had known this earlier, I would have done things differently. But it's never too late to make a change, and that's what I want you to understand. Aging well is a conscious choice, one that you can make right now. It's a choice that will reflect not only in how you look, but in your energy, your vigor, and even the most intimate parts of your body. Because in the end, aging is an art, a practice of honoring and caring for the body as it deserves. And here's something society rarely acknowledges. Aging doesn't mean the end of sexual desire. On the contrary, sexual energy has no expiration date and should be embraced at every stage of life, especially in maturity. Many people shy away from this truth, whether out of fear, embarrassment, or societal prejudice. But let me tell you, intimacy in later years can become even more profound. It's not just about physical pleasure anymore. It's about connection, closeness, and emotional depth. Of course, the body will change over time. Performance might not be the same, but that doesn't mean pleasure has to diminish. With age comes the freedom to explore sexuality without the pressures of unrealistic expectations. Adapting to those changes and finding new ways to maintain a satisfying sex life can be even more fulfilling. And there are health benefits too. A healthy sex life in older age can boost your mental health, strengthen your immune system, and even reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. During sex, hormones like oxytocin and endorphins are released, relieving stress and improving mood. Don't let anyone convince you that embracing your sexuality diminishes your vitality. Quite the opposite. Honoring this part of your life can enrich both your physical and emotional well-being. Every person is unique, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach to intimacy in later life. What matters most is that you feel comfortable with your choices. So, if desire is still a part of your life, don't let age or prejudice stand in your way. Talk to your partner, seek information, and if needed, consult health professionals to continue enjoying this vital source of joy and connection as you age. The truth is, it's never too late to start over, to take better care of yourself, and to rediscover new surprising aspects of your body. Whether you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond, there is still time. The choices you make today, tomorrow, or next week can transform the way you live for years to come. It took me a long time to realize this myself. For a while, I thought certain things were out of my reach, that my body had crossed an invisible line where decline was inevitable. But I've learned that's not true. The body is far more adaptable and resilient than we often give it credit for. Once I made changes, small, intentional steps, I saw a complete transformation in my life. My energy returned, my vitality renewed, and the quality of my life improved in ways I never thought possible. And if I can do it, so can you. It's a journey, and it won't always be easy or linear, but it's a journey of self-care, self-discovery, and reconnecting with your own body. So I ask you, are you ready to start this journey with me? Life still has so much to offer, and the best time to begin is now. It's never too late to transform your future and unlock the full potential of your vitality. Let's take that first step together. If you've made it this far, it's a sign that you're truly ready to take that first step toward transforming your life. But remember, this is just the beginning of an incredible journey. Now imagine waking up tomorrow filled with more energy, more vitality, and the powerful feeling that you are in control of your body and your future. Think about how that renewed strength and confidence could ripple out to those around you, positively impacting your loved ones and inspiring them too. Isn't it empowering to know that you hold the key to this change? Now, I have a special invitation for you. If you found this content helpful, imagine how much it could support others who are also navigating this phase of life. Hit the subscribe button right now to stay connected and continue receiving valuable insights like this. And don't forget to leave a like. This simple action helps us reach even more people who need this message. I'd also love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and how this video has impacted you. Your opinion matters, and I read every comment with care. Before you go, there's one more thing I want to share with you. On your screen, you'll see a link to another video that's the perfect complement to what we've discussed here. It will guide you even further on this journey of transformation, so don't hesitate. Click the link and keep moving forward with me.